ask you one question before you leave. Proverbs 3:31. I want you to answer this question for me, and then I'm going to ask you a personal question, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Proverbs 3 verse 31.
Proverbs 3 verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
So the Bible's saying, and I'm just going to read the words, and I want you to read it again. Sometimes I go too fast, right? Read it again.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy thou not. Envy thou not thy oppressor. Read on.
And choose none of his ways.
See, I'm going to read it again, and this time let's let it set in, right? Read it again.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Come on.
And choose none of his ways.
So my question to you is, the Bible talks about an oppressor. When you look in Tallahassee, what group of people is being oppressed when you look at this society? Low income. So it's the Arabs and the low income that are being oppressed. Is the Chinese are really being hurt bad, huh? Who lives in the name one Arab project here in Tallahassee? Name one Chinese project in Tallahassee. Can you name some black projects? But okay.
There are many black projects.
All right, so are there many Arab projects? Okay, so you're a smart brother. Now, read it one more time.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
So who oppresses us as, for example, remember that irate, belligerent, confused white man earlier, where we were all calm and keeping our cool, and he was all over. He was very out of order. Now, would you go up to a group of white people that are organized and do what he did? Because you would be in jail. But he can do whatever he wants. He can spit on us and not go to jail.
Right.
So my question is, right, so who is the oppressor to the black people in the projects? White man. So now, read it again, because I'm going somewhere before you go. Read.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy thou not the oppressor. Who oppresses black people? Where are you from in Texas? Dallas. Dallas-Fort Worth is one of the top 5 metropolitan areas in all of the U.S. A significant population of black people. Is that true? So in Dallas, the oppressors are sufferers at the hands of the oppressor, who is not the Arabs. Of the Arabs, it's the white man, right? We can say that, right? Read it again.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Now, do you think that I have hatred in my eyes towards you? Do you see that in me? So the next time I ask you, I don't want you to think that I love you, brother. I mean that, truly. Read it again.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
The oppressor has what? They have straight hair, right? You have a wonderful, natural, curly, tight curly hair. That's what you have, right? The white man has hair that doesn't have any strength like your hair has, right? Read it again, one more time.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
You have hair that's strong, that can hold you up in a hot 120-degree climate. You understand that? Read it again.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Who oppresses blacks in America? Say it loud. The white man. Read. What?
And choose none of his ways.
Here's my inquisitive question for you. Hold on, but listen. Why? And I mean, why would you, a prince among men, want to deteriorate your hair with white people color? My question, why would you do that, honestly? A prince among men who has more superior hair on the whole earth. And you, and I'm going to show you that I'm not attacking you. All right, so what's the answer? So, up until today. So, right.
Especially like I just told you before, it's hard to know or feel like you're living in the truth. And it's not thinking the people around you are saying to you.
We got brothers right here.
Man, no, you're going to hell, baby, than that.
You ain't going to hell. You in hell. We in hell.
Right.
So look. So here's the deal. We got brothers in Tallahassee right here for you. So here's the thing. My question is, you said up until today, and now today, how do you feel about that blonde hair? It's like an orange, but it was a blonde dye. How you feel about it now?
I was already thinking about putting on TikTok.
Oh, so now, I want you to explain. I'm inquisitive. I'm an inquisitive guy.
No, because these thoughts be on my mind.
I like it. Look, so we building here. Give me Proverbs 20:13. Listen, I'm going to help you fight. Listen good. The white man is the damn devil the Bible speaks of. His ways, his hair are horrible. You are better than him, and your hair is actually physically superior. So let's get rid of that inferiority. Can we do that? Get rid of that garbage. Read. Proverbs 28:13, brother.
Proverbs 28, verse 13.
I'm going to show you what the Christian church never taught you, me, that cat, this brother here. Watch this. This is in the Old Testament. This is how you get out of the things you're doing. Read.
He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
The Bible says he that covered. You ever seen a child when they do something wrong? They want to cover it up. Like if my son break a jar, he try to put the jar and hide it up. I said, what the hell is this? So read it again.
He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
What are we teaching here, brother? We're teaching the laws of God. That black people are the children of God. Read it again.
He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
But if you cover up, make excuses. No, you're not making no excuses. You know, I've been thinking after today, this is wrong. Now that seed has been watered, it is wrong. Get rid of that crop out your damn hair.
Right.
You are a prince and your hair is better.
Right.
You understand that? Read it again.
He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
It is a sin to have blonde hair. It is a sin to get drunk in public. I'm not saying you drunk. I'm not saying you drunk. But if you take it to the 7th beer and you start getting drunk, that's when it turns into a sin. You with me on that?
Right.
Read.
He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
And that's why blacks in Tallahassee are not prospering. You will prosper when you run to the Lord.
That's right.
Get rid of that garbage out your hair. Take control of your life
Right.
and say, well, if that's wrong, what else am I doing wrong?
Right.
Am I eating things God doesn't want me to eat? Am I dealing with multiple women? You have to then say, you know what? God told me this is wrong. What else do I do? And then you walk with these brothers in Tallahassee.
That's right.
You begin to walk in the statutes and
Right,
commandments.
right.
And the Lord will guide you. He will give you all the answers you ever had in the Christian church. Guess what? You're going to learn, brother. You're going to learn.
Bring
Hey,
it
stay
out.
right there. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. Great.
He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
Come on.
But whoso confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy.
Now read it again. Listen. Read it again.
He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
Is it a sin for a black man to have blonde hair? Say it again.
Yes.
Read on.
But whoso confesseth and forsaketh them.
He admitted, black men with, and I'm not trying to embarrass you, black men with blonde hair. There's a sister that walked in the darkest midnight with a blonde weave. That's damn demonic. Right.
But whoso confesseth and forsaketh them.
What does that mean to forsake them? You confessed that it's wrong. What does it mean to forsake? Okay, right. So if I'm against something, do I, then next month I go and I die again? What do?
Get rid of it.
Get rid of that damn thing. Read it again.
He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
Come on.
But whoso confesseth
Blonde hair is wrong. It's wrong. Read.
and forsaketh.
Get this brother some damn scissors. You need to cut that up right now. All you do when you get home. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. You need to cut that. You know why? Because you see the power. You see all this power. That's why the white man came up and talking this. He fears blacks and Hispanics coming together. We look at him like he's nothing. Do you notice Captain Barnabas? He dismissed this dog and talked to the prince.
Right.
You see what he did?
Yes.
He dismissed the dog and talked to the prince.
Christ did.
Read.
Bring it out.
Confesseth and forsaketh them
on.
shall have mercy.
So the mercy comes with, you've done things wrong in your life before. But as you start to repent of the blind, here's one. Let me ask you another question. What do your diet, do you eat whatever you want? Would you eat pork, shrimp, you eat none of that? What? Okay, you got some knowledge. You got some knowledge. What about women? You deal with one woman? You don't deal with no dudes, do you, right? I'm about to blast the hell out of you if you was. All right, let me ask you another question. Last question before you go. What are the steps that black people must do in Tallahassee to come and rise as a nation?
I think gotta stop going back to what they confess.
After they confess of their what?
Sin, they gotta stop going back to it.
What is sin? Because I think you got, what is sin? Give me that. Hold on, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. You know why you ain't getting it yet? Because you didn't remove the blonde hair. As soon as you cut the blonde hair, the understanding gonna flow through your body. Yeah, you know what, brother? You know this is called black empowerment. When you, this guy here is trying to deny you from learning your history. That's why we look at him like he's a scumbag and you're superior. That's why Barnabas ignored him. He said, look at all these brothers talking. Who's he? He got the hit and he kicked rocks. Read.
1 John chapter 3, verse 4.
So this is sin. See, the Christian church won't lead you. I asked you what sin is. I didn't put you on the spot. I'm going to let God tell you. Read.
Whosoever committed sin,
Read it again.
whosoever committed sin,
Come on.
transgresseth also the law.
Whose law? My law? Thou shalt not walk in the sidewalk. Is it my law? No, it's God's law. Now my question is, you should be asking me, prove to me that I shouldn't have yellow hair. That should be the question.
Bring it out, Cap.
No, after he proves it, I
Okay, are you ready? Oh, all right, well, no. Get in the scripture. Now, hold up. You might say, well, that's the New Testament. Maybe it's not talked about in the Old. Give me 2 Ezra 15:24. I'm going to show you that thousands of years ago, black men were teaching other brothers in other places where they were slaves, like your slave. You see how light he is in me? We damn slaves just like you.
Bring it out, Cap.
You understand that? So they ain't light skin, dark skin. You would have swung from the same tree as him right there. Where's the real light one at?
Right there,
Yeah,
right there,
where's he
right
at?
there.
Even this guy here. As soon as he opens his mouth and stands up and says, I'm with them, you swinging. He ain't no plum, he ain't no pineapple. He a piece of other type of fruit. Swing. You heard that strange fruit? It was a song a black woman wrote about that. Read.
2 Ezra 15:24.
Listen to this. Come on.
Woe to them that sin.
I bet y'all forgot about this. Read it again.
Woe to them that sin.
When you sin, brother, it's death. That's where you got to come out. Not just the blonde hair. Everything you got to come out. Read.
And keep not my commandments.
So sin is when you don't keep God's commandments. Now I'm going to link it up with the other one. Go back to 1 John.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
I got something else for you because I'm about to get on these brothers that can't. Read.
Whosoever committed sin
Come on.
transgresses also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
I got a question for you. This is what the Christian church fails. Is the commandments of God the same thing as the law?
Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
So if you commit sin in the New Testament, you're breaking the law. Go back to 2 Ezra. And I got one more question for you. Read.
2 Ezra 15 verse 24. Woe to them that sin.
Woe to them that sin. He's telling you sin is breaking the law after Christ died. Now this is way before Jesus the Christ, and now he's saying something different. Read it again.
Woe to them that sin.
What they do?
And keep not my commandments.
So the law is the commandments of God. The confusion in the church is they think that Christ fulfilled the law of thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not put blonde hair in your head. I'm paraphrasing. You could eat what you want. No, the only law he came to fulfill was the office of animal sacrifice for the forgiveness of sins. And those were brothers that look, priests that look like you. So let me give you an example. Last thing. Okay, who is the most famous Bible figure that you imagine? Besides Jesus, who is it? You said Job? No, say it again. Give me one more. Who's another famous Bible that you can imagine? David. Okay, give me somebody other than David. Give me somebody in the New Testament so I'm being well-rounded. Peter? What? Can I use Paul? Help me out, Paul. Now, I'm going to show you what they look like. Give me Job. Come on, Lobby.
Gotcha.
Brother got married, now he's
Chapter
slowing
30,
down.
verse 30.
Listen good.
My skin is black upon me.
No. See, the Bible is very descriptive. But when we read it, we think no. Because somewhere in your mind, and I mean this realistically, you thought in the back of your mind that white people are going to be nicer to you and accept you more somewhere back there if you got a little blonde in your head. No? So then you do it for black people? Why you did it? Peer pressure? You just did it to do it. Was you smoking it? Was you real high when you did it? I'm messing with you. Great.
My skin is black upon me.
Job said his skin is black upon him. Now, Paul, Peter, they rolled together. Now I'm going to show you about Paul. Do you know that Paul wrote most of the New Testament? Do you agree with that? I'll give you an example. Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, Galatians, so on and so forth, right? Acts 21.
Acts 21:37. And as Paul was to be led into the castle.
Who was Paul? Just a little bit about him. Paul actually was an apostle. Did he actually walk with Jesus? He did not, right? What is he known for? There's something that he's known for. He went out to teach the other church, right? He went to teach the Gentiles, right? Did I say that right? Great, come on.
And as Paul was to be led into the castle.
Who's the subject of this verse right here? Read it again.
And as Paul was to be led into the castle.
Who's the subject of this verse right here? Paul, read.
He said unto the chief captain.
So the situation is Paul is being led into a castle. So let's imagine a castle. There's a moat, there's watchmen. So he's walking and there's rulers in the castle. He's walking into the castle. Now, I want you to pay attention because we got to visualize it. Black people, we like visuals, right? Right?
As Paul was to be led into the castle.
He walked by the moat. He's getting led into the castle. There's water down below. There's guys with spears and arrows shooting, aimed at him. He's walking in the castle, right?
He said unto the chief captain.
So he begins to speak in the language of the ruler, the captain. And he asks him a question. But if Paul, let's find out if they're able to communicate and understand each other, right?
May I speak unto thee?
So Paul said to him in his leg, hey, let me holler at you real quick. Can I talk to you, right?
May I speak unto thee? Who said, canst thou speak Greek?
He said, you speak my language? So he's coming and he's like, how do you understand? He's questioning, right? Why would he question him if he speaks his language? Watch this, read.
Who said, canst thou speak Greek?
Listen, what's your name again? Aiden, don't lose me. Read it again.
Who said, canst thou speak Greek?
So what's the question? He asked him what? You understand my... what language, what race of people were the Greeks in ancient times? White. Now, you sure? Greeks were white people under Alexander the Great. Remember him? They teach that in 8th grade history in all these stupid schools out here. Right.
Who said, canst thou speak Greek?
So Paul is being asked, hey, how do you understand the castle, right? You understand Greek? How you know that, read?
Art not thou that Egyptian?
Read again.
Art not thou that Egyptian?
One more time.
Art not thou that Egyptian?
Final time.
Art not thou that Egyptian?
Explain.
So he's saying, as he looks, he's saying, how can you speak my language?
Right. Read it again. You missed it. You missed it. You missed it. Read it again.
Art not thou that Egyptian? Art not thou that Egyptian?
What does that mean? Okay. So if he's being led into a castle, you told me that the people, language, Greeks were white people. You told me that, right? So he's saying to Paul, how do you understand my white language, Egyptian? So what does it tell you about Paul?
He wasn't white.
Say it again.
Paul wasn't Egyptian. He wasn't white.
Paul wasn't Egyptian. He wasn't white. But he's saying, aren't you an Egyptian? So what does that mean about Paul?
Can he speak his language?
Paul, what is that? The dye went right through your head. Read it again. The dye went to your head. Read.
Art not thou that Egyptian?
What does that mean about Paul? Hold on. Why did he call him an Australian? Why did he call him an Egyptian?
Bring it out.
Come on, if I had a big hammer, I'd bop you on the head right now. Come on. Read it again.
Who said, canst thou speak Greek?
They're walking up to the castle. They're humming him up. Because he's not on vacation. He said, Paul said, can I speak to you? So he says, you understand my language? Aren't you that Egyptian? I want you to, I want to show you your mind. You don't see the beauty in this. You don't see the power in this. If somebody says to you, you walk into, right. But I want, describe to me. Okay, tell me more about the freaking Egyptians.
Then they were like Egyptian gods and gods, pharaohs.
Do the Egyptians look like friggin' Brad Pitt?
No.
Hello? See, the blonde hairs destroyed you, brother. Paul was black as hell like Jordan. Are you listening? So what I'm showing you is that Job was black. Paul was a representative of the nation of Israel. Romans 11:1. When he came to speak, the white man said, you niggas speak my language? Aren't you the Egyptian? Paul was black.
Right.
That's the point. You think Paul would have dyed his hair like a damn devil? No. I'm showing you the power side of the Bible. You have power. There's history in your friggin' heritage you need to learn.
Right.
There's power in this book, bro.
Right.
Power. Read.
Romans 11:1.
Come on.
I say then, hath God cast away his people?
Who are God's people? Is everybody God's people? Who's God? What are you? What is your nation? What is your nationality? Ask me what my, ask me. Yeah, you ask me. You ask me. Ask me.
What's your nationality?
I'm an Israelite.
That's right.
What's your nationality?
I'm an Israelite.
Okay. But you got blonde hair, so we got. But you got no. But you got to cut your hair, not your whole hair. Keep the black part. Get rid of the yellow.
That's right.
We almost done. I'm having fun with you. Read.
I say then, hath God cast away his people?
Come on.
God forbid. For I also am an Israelite.
So here's the proof. He was why didn't he say, art thou that Israelite? Because at that time, did the Israelites have power over Rome? The power that was set up during that time, Egyptians. So all niggers was Egyptians. Just like today you can have somebody from Haiti, Jamaica, Barbados, St. Croix, Ghana, doggone Mexico, Veracruz, but you're all black. Dominican, you're just black. Back then it was Egyptians. There's power in this book, brothers. There's real power. Now, where am I trying to go? Read it again.
I say then, hath God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
So Benjamin, what's your father? Black man? Judah, American black? But they from the West Indies over there in Jamaica and all that. Louisiana, okay, you definitely Judah. You don't eat that damn crawfish, do you? Damn crawfish ball. Last thing, real quick. My question to you is this, seriously. Give me the law on the yellow hair. You said before you didn't want me to get the law. So I'm going to read this law to you. You're going to describe to me what you about to do or not do. And look, whatever you do is your business. If you, after hearing all this power come out the Bible, that black men were in this book, and you continue to put filth on your head, shame on you. Shame on you. And you're smarter than that. You're smarter than that. Wait.
Leviticus chapter 13, verse 29. If a man or woman have a plague upon the head.
Stop, read it again.
If a man or woman.
So it's talking, that's why I sister that before, darker than an ace of spades, walking around with Chinese yellow weave. Talking about you and her. All of our people, right? Come on.
If a man or woman have a plague upon the head or the beard, then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in the sight deep into the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
Hold up, there's a part I want him to get. Read it again.
If there be in it a yellow thin hair.
Now go back to deeper than the skin. Yeah, you got it. Read it again.
And behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it.
The good news is this. Your stuff is at the end of your hair. So you don't have yellow hair. You made it yellow, so take some scissors and cut every one of them damn things off your damn head. You understand that? Read it again.
Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
So, my brother, get me Kingdom of Priests, Leviticus 19. So now guess what? You are a king and priest. I'm a priest. And I pronounce your hair unclean. So you go cut it off. You heard from the priest of God. You a priest. It's time to take your place. Take your office. I'm going to show you, we got ways to get there, but read.
Exodus 19 verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
Stop. Does the black man have a kingdom on earth right now? So that is in the day to come. One day we gonna rule all these damn, you see these, listen, I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. You see all these white people down here that oppress us on a daily basis, that deny to covert and overt racism. One day you are going to rule over all of them.
That's right.
But the stipulation is you've got to get yourself right with this book. You've got to keep the commandments as a what? Right, but what nation you come from? As a what?
As an Israelite.
That's right, an Israelite. Get it right. Come on.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
And that's why we're speaking to you. And we don't give a damn about that other heathen that came up earlier. We dismiss him. We cast him off. But we don't cast you off because you got a chance to repent.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us a spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.